Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Sean Shaughnessy. I am with MDKS Development Company based here in Kansas City, Missouri. I want to talk with you today about something that is really not that much real estate based, more based between the temples and more based in your heart. I want to talk about something that is related more about your goals and more about your motivation and how you're going to get from point A to point B. I'm not talking about goals in terms of sitting down and writing out your goals and where you are right now and where you want to be. I'm talking more about what is right in here and how you want to get from point A to point B and what motivates you from getting from point A to point B. I want to talk about what's called a vision board. Now, many people, when they sit down and they think about what a vision board is they think about, okay, what magazine can I go through and what can I cut out that is going to motivate me? Can I cut out a picture of a motorcycle, for example, and paste that on a board? Can I can I find a picture of a Lamborghini and post that on a board? Can I find a picture of a hot babe of some sort and post that on a board? Can I find a $100 million mansion and post that on a board? Does that really fulfill you? And the answer to that is that in most cases, no, it does not fulfill you. Having an expensive brand new car, that is not going to fulfill you. It may give you a real rush for a day, a week, a month or so, but after it sits in the garage of your multi-million-dollar mansion for a month or 6 months or whatever the case may be, unless you are truly a connoisseur of Lamborghinis, the fact of the matter is that it probably isn't going to do much for you. If you have a beautiful Electroglide sitting in your garage, it's probably going to be the thrill of a lifetime the day that you ride it home. It's going to be wonderful for the next week, the next month. Probably is going to be wonderful for the next year or so. And if you are like me, you're probably going to love riding it because of the freedom that it has. But if you're just a yuppie that likes to put on the leather and ride it, it's going to have 2,000 miles on it, and you're going to sell it in 5 years with the same 2,000 miles on it, and it's never going to mean anything to you. And it's going to have the same 2,000 miles on it, like I said. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to show you my vision board and see if this has any meaning or does it have any resonance for you? Does it kick up something to you that might make sense and might bring more meaning to you than just the average thought process that goes into what most people think a vision board usually is. So here is my vision board. And you're probably not going to be able to get really deep into this, but you're probably going to look right here. Oops, sorry. Not used to doing this, but look right here. This is a picture of Dan Gable. For those of you that don't know who Dan Gable is probably the best wrestler that has ever stepped on a wrestling mat in the world. He lost one match his entire career when he was at Iowa State, and that was during the NCAA championships when he was a junior. And he lost that match because he lost focus. And I love the quote in this because the quote basically says that we're either getting better or we're backsliding. And if we are not continuously striving to get better, if we're not continuously striving to take that extra step, to put in that extra push-up, to do that extra lap, we are backsliding, we're getting lazy, or we're getting better. There's really no way around that. For those of you that have not heard about my goals, I have a couple of goals, and one of my goals is to, by December 31st, 2019, I want to have 1,000 doors that are producing $200 of free cash flow and $200,000 of passive income by December 31st, 2019, as I've already said to you. And this right here is a picture of J'den Cox. And J'den Cox is a two-time NCAA national champion from my alma mater, Mizzou. And these are his arms held up in victory after he won his second national championship. And right here is a picture of Mike Smith. Mike Smith is throwing his arms up. He's the head coach of Mizzou after J'den won that match. And this is the way that I want to feel after I accomplish that goal. That is my vision. That is the way that I want to feel after I accomplish that goal. But it's not all about the money. This is a picture of Pope Francis. And Pope Francis here is basically saying is that the promises that we have made to one another is that when we gather riches, that they're going to go to the poor, but for some reason that's never the way things work out. And that we need to be cognizant of that fact and make sure that when we do gather riches, that we do make sure that we are having things tumble down the way that they're supposed to. So I love reading that quote. And this is something here from Warren Buffett that is extremely important to me. And I think this is something that every real estate investor should take a look at. And this is basically saying that if you do not have a source of income that is coming in while you are sleeping, you are going to work every day until the day that you die. In other words, if you don't have passive income, gang, you're going to work every day until the day that you die. And then finally, fear. Fear is something that everybody has to take on. Fear basically means forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. I believe in that. I'm a very big believer in freedom, and I love my Harley. You guys probably remember that. This picture right here is just a real big picture of a long road in front of me with me on my Harley, at least a picture of me and my Harley going down the road. These are pictures of apartment complexes, doors, if you will. And I love these pictures because these represent to me this. If I build it, this will come, and this will come. What is that? That's nothing more than woodworking, gang. Nothing more than woodworking. Why would I put that on my vision board, for Pete's sake? Well, the reason why I put it on my vision board is because woodworking, to me, making sawdust, is just nothing but freedom to me. I love making sawdust. I love woodworking. It is one of the best ways that I know of to release tension, to demonstrate my own creativity, and just simply to have fun. So that's why I put it on there. Notice that I didn't have any Lamborghinis on there. I did have a Harley, but the Harley was more about freedom. Matter of fact, it was all about freedom. It wasn't at all about, gee, this would be a nice material good to have. It was about the way that I wanted to feel when I accomplished my goals. It was about the way that I wanted to make sure that it's about the way that I want to make sure that I hold myself up high when I am taking care of my business. Am I taking one step forward or one step back, as Dan Gable is talking about? It's a way of basically saying to myself, if I build it, it will come. So think about your vision board. Your vision board is not materialistic, folks. Yeah, you can go ahead and you can put something about your next vacation on your vision board. There's nothing wrong with that. That may represent freedom to you, and I think that's a wonderful thing. But remember, your vision board needs to be something intrinsic. It needs to mean something to you that is going to really, really tug at your heartstrings. So I hope you take that to heart. I hope that you find that this particular tape, gosh, I'm out of step there. This particular video did some good for you. I wish you nothing but the best. I hope you sit down and build your own vision board. I hope you fill it with things that truly mean something to you. And I wish you nothing but the best in the world and nothing but much happiness. Take care until we see you next time. Bye-bye.